And I believe we are live. Let me just check on my phone real quick. And there we are. How's everybody doing? Pretty good? We'll give people a few minutes just to get on, so we make sure everything's all set up. Okay. I think we are good to go. One more second here. Yes, we're on. Hi, Mark. Hi, Alana. Okay. Let's get started on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound ankle pose, or whatever works best for you. If you'd like to take the legs out long, if you'd like to take the feet as wide as the mat, knocking the knees together, whatever feels good for you here, wherever you'd like to start today, wherever you are, just beginning to tune into the breath as you tune everything else out. Following the breath as it moves throughout the body, from the belly, through the chest, through the throat, in and out through the nose or through the mouth. Following that movement of the breath within the stillness of the body, not trying to control it in any specific way, not judging if you're doing this right or wrong, just simply becoming aware. Scanning down through the body, starting at the top of the head, moving through the face and the neck, noticing any areas of tension or frustration in the body, any tightness in the shoulders, down the arms, all the way down to the fingertips, noticing any stiffness, maybe even any pain, through the chest, through the torso, into the abdomen, the lower back, moving through the hips, all the way down the legs, to the very tips of the toes. Just becoming completely aware of how your body is feeling tonight. And taking the right hand to the belly, the left hand to the heart. And beginning to deepen the breath, taking a deep inhale in through the nose, filling the belly. And exhaling out through the mouth, letting it all go. Again, deep inhale in, allowing that right hand to rise. And exhaling out, allowing it to fall. Continuing to take deep inhales and deep exhales in and out through the nose, warming the body from the inside out. Sending those inhales to the areas of tension you notice during your body scan. And using those exhales to release, to soften, to let go. If it's in your practice, setting an intention or a dedication for your class, something you need for yourself, or dedicating your practice to someone or something else. Maybe dedicating your practice to those most at risk in this world, those who are working hard, who are being affected physically, emotionally, and sending love, dedicating this practice to them. Drawing that intention or dedication into your heart with a deep inhale. And exhale to let it go. Allowing the universe, your higher power, to work out the details for you. Beginning to draw the knees into the chest. Wrapping the arms around the shins. Rocking gently from side to side. Massaging out that lower back. Beginning to create some momentum, rocking forward and backward. Massaging out the spine. And rocking up through seated into a tabletop position. Stacking shoulders over the wrists, knees hip-width distance apart, toes untucked. Pressing evenly through each and every fingertip. Moving through a few rounds of cats and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, shine the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in for cat. Exhale, dropping the belly once again to cow pose, drawing the shoulder blades in toward each other. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Continuing those two poses back and forth. And adding any other poses that feel good. Swaying the hips from side to side. Looking over the right or left shoulder. Flipping or reversing the palms. Making this practice completely your own. Finding what you need from this practice tonight. Taking one more round here. And after the exhale, coming back to a neutral spine, taking the knees hip-width distance apart, and sinking the seat back toward child's pose, lowering the forehead down for a few deep breaths, feeling the seat sink back toward the heels as you reach actively through the palms. Inhale to rise up onto the fingertips, walking the hands to the right side of the mat, placing the left hand on top of the right, stretching through the left side body as you pull that left hip back. Inhale to come back through center, moving through to the opposite side, right hand on top of the left, pulling that right hip back, stretching through the right side body. Inhale back through center, finding puppy pose here. Bring the knees back in line underneath the hips, tucking the toes under. Shoulders are over the wrists, and walking the hands out as you slowly lower your chest down onto the mat. Maybe your chin is resting on the mat. If this is too much on your shoulders, resting your forehead down. Breathing into the tightness of the shoulders for one more breath. And bringing the palms back underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes under, stepping back into a plank pose. Creating some heat within the core. Reaching the heels toward the back of the room as you press through the palms, engaging the belly. Finding one more breath here. And on the exhale, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Finding any movement that feels good here. Getting comfortable in your downward facing dog. And eventually finding some stillness. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, pulling forward to a plank pose. Once again, reaching the heels back. Exhale, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. Shifting the weight into that left foot. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back, down dog split. Trying to keep the hips square, flexing the right foot actively, pressing through the palms, keeping that right leg lifted. Come up onto the left toes, reaching that left heel up. Lift the right leg just a bit higher, keeping that right leg still lifted. Exhale the left heel back down toward the mat, stretching it out. And the right foot releases next to the left, back into down dog, pedal at the feet. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, pull forward to a plank pose. How are those shoulders feeling? Exhale, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. Shift the weight into that right foot. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back, down dog split. Flexing the left toes, keeping those hips in line. Lifting the leg a bit higher as you come up onto the right toes. Lifting through that left heel, pressing through the palms, keeping that leg lifted. Right heel drops. Lifting just a bit higher. Exhale, left foot next to the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes, pulling forward to plank one more time. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise up onto both feet. Taking a slow walk to the top of your mat. Finding ragdoll pose. Feet are behind the palms, bending the knees generously. Grabbing for opposite elbows. Swing the hips from side to side. Nodding the head yes. Shaking the head no. Allowing anything heavy that you've been carrying with you to roll down your spine, off the crown of the head onto the mat. Letting it go. On your next exhale, releasing the fingertips to the earth. Taking a slow roll up to stand as you bring the big toes together to touch. Finding Tadasana or mountain pose. Stacking shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, knees over the ankles. Slight tuck of the chin. Moving through sun salutation egg. Starting with modified if needed. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge the hips to fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back into plank pose, dropping knees, chest and chin. Inhale, pulling forward to a baby cobra, lifting the heart. Exhale, back through a brief child's pose. To tuck the toes under, lift the hips, find downward facing dog. Always the option to take that modification. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Moving once more like that at your own pace. One movement, one breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, bending at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward and through upward facing dog. Exhale the hips. Downward facing dog. Coming back to your breath. Back to each and every posture, staying present, staying right here for the next hour. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, bend the knees. Sink the seat. Awkward shift. Holding here for 3 breaths as we shift the weight into the heels, maybe lifting the toes. Sinking the seat back further, drawing the biceps up by the ears for one more breath. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back. Lowering down, elbows tucked to your sides. Inhale your heart forward and through. Exhale the hips up and back. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee toward the nose, warrior one. Step the right foot between the palms, drop the left heel. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Bending deeply into that right knee, squaring the hips, pulling that right hip back, pressing that left hip forward. Arms reach to the sky, holding and breathing here. Inhale, find a bit more length through the fingertips. Exhale, circle the palms down, frame the right foot, step the right foot back to meet the left, and flow through your vinyasa. Option to skip the vinyasa, meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee toward the nose, warrior one. Plant the left foot, drop the right heel, and rise up. Same alignment cues here. Pressing that right hip forward, pulling that left hip back, bending into the left knee. Finding length through the fingertips, holding and breathing. Inhale to find a bit more length. Exhale, circle the palms down, frame the front foot, step the left foot back, flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale your heart forward and through. Exhale the hips, up and back. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling completely, softening the body, letting go with each and every exhale. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, bend the knees, take the seat. Awkward chair. Exhale, rise to stand, hands to heart center in prayer. So I'm going to be skipping a lot of the vinyasas just to keep my breath so I can cue. Feel free to move through as many vinyasas as you need to, or back off, take a break wherever you'd like. On the inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, lowering down through your chaturanga. Inhale your heart forward and through, upward facing dog. Exhaling the hips up and back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, under the body, core plank. Inhale, extend. Exhale, warrior one, plant the right foot. Drop the left heel, rising back up into our warrior one. Wiggle walking the right toes to the right side edge of our mat. Hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, drawing the hands down, breathing into the shoulder blades to open our heart. Moving through some humble warrior waterfalls. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of the right knee. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale, fold. You can always stay just above the knee if needed. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold just a bit deeper this time. Holding here for 2 breaths. Sinking a little bit deeper on each exhale, reaching the arms forward or resting them at the lower back if this is too much on your shoulders to start. Engaging the core on the inhale to rise back up, release the hands, wiggle walk the toes in. Exhale, circle the palms down, frame the right foot, come to the ball of the back foot, low runner's lunge, shine your heart forward. Exhale, left hand plants, right arm reaches, simple twist. Creating a line of energy from the left palm out, the right fingertips as you reach that left heel back. Exhale, right hand comes down, step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower down, flowing through your vinyasa, making your way back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, core plank. Exhale, up and back. Knee to nose, plant the left foot. Rising back up, warrior one on the left side this time. Wiggle walk the left toes out. Hands come behind the back. Maybe taking a different grip this time. Whichever feels more awkward is the one you should go for here. Drawing the hands down to open up the chest. Inhale, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, engaging yourself back up. Exhale to fold nice and deep. Inhale to rise, still pressing into the pinky side edge of the right foot. Exhale to fold, holding here for 2 breaths. Reaching the arms forward, sinking just a bit deeper. Engaging the core, drawing yourself back up. Arms release, reaching, draw the toes back in. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step the right foot onto the ball of the back foot. Right hand plants, left arm reaches, simple twist. Drawing that right heel toward the back of the room, still bending deeply into that left knee. Exhale, left hand plant, step the left foot back. Flow through your vinyasa, coming back to your downward facing dog. Holding and breathing, 3 deep, complete and cleansing breaths here. Drawing in those fresh inhales and releasing out. From down dog, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, under the body, high lunge, plant the right foot. Drawing yourself up, bending deeply into that right knee, trying to keep that back leg straight. Arms find length. Finding your balance here as you draw your hands to heart center in prayer. Exhale, twist to the right, either staying up high or coming down low. Twisting as deeply as you can, using that exhale to twist just a bit deeper. Coming back through center, arms reach. Exhale, drop that left heel, open up, find warrior 2. Allowing that left hip to open, right knee is stacked on top of the right ankle, reaching actively through the fingertips. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Peaceful warrior, stretching from the right side body. Out the fingertips, still bending deeply into that right knee. Inhale, back through center, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back. Trikonasana triangle pose, right hand moves forward and then down, left arm reaches. Pressing the back body against the imaginary wall behind you. Still engaging that back foot for 1 more breath. Drawing yourself back up, putting a nice bend into that right knee, circle the palms down, stepping back, finding your flow, staying present to each posture, connecting breath to movement, and making your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee toward the nose, high lunge, plant the left foot. Rising up, drawing that right heel back, trying to straighten that back leg. Hands come to heart center in prayer, using that exhale to create space and twist to the left, either staying up high or coming down low. Bringing up the spine, detoxifying the body, boosting the immune system. We could all use that right now. Inhale, back through center, find length through the fingertips. Exhale, drop that right heel. Warrior 2, opening up. Keeping that left knee stacked on top of that left ankle. Reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up back. Peaceful warrior. Finding that stretch, still bending into that left knee. Inhale, back through center, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back, Trikonasana. Left hand moves forward and then down, right arm reaches. Opening up the hips, opening up the heart. Drawing yourself back up, bending into that left knee, warrior two, to circle the palms down, frame the front foot, and move through your vinyasa. Opening your heart forward and through for upward facing dog, and finding your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale to rise up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to look forward. Inhale, step or float to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way back down, taking the feet hip-width distance apart. Peace fingers grab for the big toes. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, heart moves toward the thighs, stretching out the backs of the legs. Reconnecting to your breath or any other forward fold of your choice. And releasing any binds, drawing the big toes together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, flowing through your vinyasa, opening your heart, and pressing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one, plant the right foot, rise up. Arms are going to come out to the T, bringing the left arm underneath the right for eagle arms. Wiggle walking the right toes out to the right side edge of the mat. Inhale to lift the elbows, putting a little baby back bend. Exhale to fold to the inside of the right leg. Humble warrior with eagle arms, holding here for 3 breaths. Still bending into that right knee. Pressing into the pinky side edge of the left foot. Engaging the core, drawing yourself back up. Wiggle walking the right toes back in. Come to the ball of the back foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, rebend, shifting the weight forward, finding warrior 3 with eagle arms. Option to release the arms if needed. Flexing the left toes. And releasing back. Into high lunge, release the arms to the sky, straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold, modified pyramid pose. Fingertips come to the mat as the nose draws toward the right knee, still on the ball of the back foot. Feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs. Keeping the hands on the earth, rebending into that right knee. Low runner's lunge, right hand plant, left hand plants, right arm reaches, twisting it out. Exhale, right hand comes down, step the right foot back to meet the left, flowing through your vinyasa, preparing for the other side. Continuing to open up those shoulders from downward facing dog. Reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one, plant the left foot, drop the right heel, rising up. Wiggle walking those left toes out. Arms come out to a T. Right arm comes underneath the left eagle arms, drawing the elbows up. Baby back bend here, bending into the left knee. So you fold to the inside of the left leg. Humble warrior with eagle arms, still pressing into the pinky side edge of the right foot. Using that exhale to fold and release. Engaging everything, lifting yourself back up. Wiggle walk the left toes in, come to the ball of the back foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, rebend, shifting into our warrior three with eagle arms. Flexing the right toes, lifting the right leg. And releasing yourself back. Releasing the arms to the sky, straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold, modified pyramid pose. Holding and breathing, letting go on the ball of the back foot here. Keeping the hands on the mat, rebending into that left knee. Runner's lunge, right hand stays planted, left arm reaches, simple twist. Exhale, left hand comes down, step the left foot back to meet the right, flowing through your vinyasa. Opening the heart forward and through. Exhaling the hips up and back. From downward facing dog, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, under the body, high lunge, plant the right foot, rising up. Once you're up, drop that left heel, open up warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Taking any variation here, maybe taking a bind or half bind. Maybe extending that left arm forward for extended triangle. Finding what feels good here. Transitioning into our side angle, releasing any binds or variations as you bend into that right knee. Right hand can come to the inside or outside of the foot. Or you can stay up high on the thigh. Any binds or variations here as well. Breathing into those hips. Releasing any binds to walk our right hand forward. Coming into balancing half moon pose. Lift the left leg. Flex the left toes. That left hip should already be on top of the right. Finding one more breath here. Exhale, drop the left hand to square the hips. Modify warrior three. Beginning to draw the hands toward the heart. You're going to cue this rather than doing it at the same time. Drawing that left knee into the chest to find your way up to eagle pose. Left leg comes around the right. Left arm comes underneath the right. Sinking the seat, lifting the elbows, maybe tucking into that eagle's nest. Holding for one more breath. And releasing out. Letting it go, preparing for the other side. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, flowing through your vinyasa to rinse out that side. Open your heart and press the hips up and back. From down dog, reach that left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, high lunge, plant the left foot. Rising up. Once you're up, drop that right heel, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, bump the hips back. Trikonasana, left hand moves down, right arm reaches. Taking the same variation on the left side as you did on the right. Any binds, half binds, extensions. Releasing your variation. Bending into the left knee. Side angle pose. Same variation or modification on this side. Releasing out of that variation to transition into your balancing half moon. Walk the left fingertips forward. Lift that right leg. Flexing the right toes. Finding one more breath to transition into modified warrior 3. Drop the right hand to square the hips. Moving into that eagle pose here. Hands come to the heart. Right knee moves forward. Crossing it over the left leg, arms out to a T. Right arm moves underneath the left. Sinking the seat, lifting the elbows. We're moving into your eagle's nest. And releasing it all out, letting it go. Everybody doing okay? I'm definitely sweating. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, flowing through your vinyasa. Making your way back to downward facing dog. From down dog, bringing your forearms to the earth, keeping them in line with the shoulders, pressing through the palms into dolphin pose here. Option to interlace the fingers, depending on how tight those shoulders are. This might be a lot for you. Option to drop to your knees if needed. Moving through some dolphin runs here. On the inhale, pull the hips forward. Forearm plank. Exhale, lift the hips high, dolphin pose. Inhale, forward, forearm plank. Exhale, lift the hips high, dolphin pose. One more time, inhale, pull yourself forward, forearm plank. Exhale, lift the hips high. Pull yourself forward to that forearm plank, releasing the toes down, dropping the hips. Coming into Sphinx pose, adjusting your arms as needed. Elbows should be just in front of the shoulders, pressing through the palms, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Hips move into the earth, breathing into that lower back. Drawing the shoulder blades together behind you, holding and breathing here. And releasing the forehead down to the mat, maybe crossing the arms in front of you. Bending at the knees, windshield wipering the legs from side to side, breathing into that lower back. Releasing the toes down, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, elbows squeezing to your sides, press yourself up, reverse chaturanga, up into plank, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely, beginning to slow everything down, just a little bit more work. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow for a plank. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow for a plank, twisting. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to nose, finding pigeon pose, right knee behind the right palm, right ankle behind the left. Straightening the left leg behind you, squaring the hips. Pressing that right cheek down. You can bring that shin parallel to the front of your mat. Definitely do so. But be satisfied with where you are in this moment, releasing any judgment, using that exhale to walk the hands forward as you fold down for 5 deep breaths. Breathing into the discomfort, feeling your feelings, not trying to block anything out. Sometimes we come to yoga to forget everything around us. Taking a moment here to remember why we felt called to come to our mat tonight. And being okay with that, with whatever it is that we're feeling, with whatever we're dealing with. Holding for one more breath here. Not blocking anything out. Being present physically and emotionally. Hands come underneath the shoulders as you press your heart up. Transitioning into Janu Sirsasana, rolling over onto that right cheek. Swinging that left leg around. Left leg is straight, right knee is still bent. Sole of the right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. Squaring the torso over that extended left leg. Inhale, find length through the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Flexing the left toes. Allowing that heartbeat to slow just a bit. Slowly beginning to draw yourself back up. Crossing at the ankles, rolling over the knees, planting the palms, stepping back into your downward facing dog. If you'd like to move through a vinyasa there, feel free to do so. Backing off where needed, moving deeper whenever you feel called. From down dog, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, core plank. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, twisting under the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee toward the nose. Pigeon pose, left knee behind the left palm, left ankle behind the right. Straightening the right leg behind you, squaring the hips. And getting right back into the other side. Releasing any judgment of tightness from one side to the other. Knowing that we're naturally unbalanced physically. And that's why we come to our mat. To find some balance in our body, in our emotions, in our lives, when so much is going on that's out of our control. Recognizing what we can control and learning to let go of what we can't. Control the controllables for one more breath. Palms come underneath the shoulders as you draw yourself up. Rolling over onto that left cheek, right leg comes around. Janu Sirsasana on the left side, right side. Left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh, squaring the torso over the right leg. Flexing the right toes. Exhale to fold. And slowly drawing yourself back up. Coming into butterfly or seated bound angle pose, soles of the feet coming together, knees open wide. You can take a softer version of this by bringing the feet out further in front of you and rounding the spine. You're gonna yin bound angle pose. If you'd like something a little bit tighter, bringing the feet in closer and taking a flat back. Pressing the heart down toward the feet. And slowly drawing yourself back up, closing the legs together like a book, coming into low pose, Navasana, sitting up high, hands underneath the thighs, as you bringing the legs, the calves parallel to the mat, keeping the chest lifted, maybe straightening the legs, maybe releasing the arms, maybe grabbing for the big toes. We'll do a second one of these, so feel free to explore as deeply as you can. You're home by yourself, nobody can see you. Just go with it. Finding one more breath here. Releasing the soles of the feet to the mat. Hands come behind you, walking them out just a little bit. Fingertips pointing toward the hips, driving through the heels. Lift the hips to the sky, reverse tabletop, breathing into those shoulders that have worked so much for you tonight. And exhale, lower back down, drawing the knees into the chest, giving them a squeeze. Preparing for our second Navasana, holding Navasana for 5 breaths here, finding something you can maintain, building that core. Holding for 1 more breath. To transition into either reverse tabletop or reverse plank if you'd like the legs that long. Palms come behind you, fingertips toward the hips. Inhale, lift the hips toward the sky. Bending the knees or straightening the legs. And lowering all the way back down. Drawing the knees into the chest for a squeeze. And slowly making your way down onto your back. Drawing the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. Breathing into that lower back. Extending the legs out long in front of you, arms reaching behind you. Pointing and stretching, taking up space, creating as much length as you can, never making yourself small. Reaching and lengthening for 1 more breath. Exhale, knees come back into the chest. Arms coming out to T. Knees fall heavy to the left side, gazing toward the right hand. Twisting it out. Finding a release. Finishing up our practice, knees coming back through center. And twisting to the opposite side, gazing toward that left hand. Staying with the practice. Still staying present for a few more minutes. Knees coming back through center, finding happy baby pose. Grabbing for the outsides of the feet or the big toes. Pressing the tailbone down. Shoulders back. Option to straighten or re-straighten each leg to get into the hips a bit more. Or maybe rocking playfully from side to side. Knowing that the cool down of a practice is just as important as the piece of the practice where you're sweating, where you're breathing heavy. That asana prepares us for meditation. This is just a piece of yoga, a very small piece. There's so much more to it. And drawing the knees back into our chest, coming into an inversion of our choice. Legs up the wall, the Viparita Karani. I'm going to take a block and place it underneath my hips. I love this version of Viparita Karani. Maybe moving to a wall if you'd like, for that little bit of extra support. If you'd like to move into shoulder stand or a headstand. Completing our practice, stimulating that crown chakra. Reversing the effects of gravity, allowing fresh blood to flow down our legs, toward our hips, into our hearts, our throat. And whenever you're ready, making your way all the way back down onto your mat. If you need to take any counter poses, any final movements that feel good. Taking those movements here. Not selling yourself short. Sometimes having a home practice can be so fulfilling because you really have to listen to what your body needs. You don't have a teacher cueing you through everything, watching your every move. So it's up to you to take care of yourself. Arms resting at your sides, toes splayed open off the edges of your mat, or whatever feels good for you in Shavasana. Beginning to release control of the breath, of the body, of the mind. Since there's no music for Shavasana, Facebook will delete us out. Beginning to relax each and every part of the body, starting with the toes, sending peace and warmth, releasing tension through our toes into our feet, the tops of the feet and the bottoms of the feet. Breathing into our ankles, into our calves, relaxing, releasing, letting go. Sending support and love to our knees, into our thighs, relaxing, breathing, letting go. Breathing warmth into our hips, into our abdomen, into our lower back, releasing any tension, any tightness. Breathing into our abdomen, through our chest and our shoulder blades, relaxing, releasing. Breathing into our collarbone, our shoulder muscles. Moving down the biceps and the triceps, releasing, relaxing the tops of the elbows, the bottoms of the elbows. Breathing into our forearms. Relaxing our wrists, the palms of our hands, the backs of our hands. Sending peace to each and every finger. Relaxing our neck. Moving up our neck into our jaw. Relaxing your chin, your lips. Releasing the tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Relaxing your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, your ears. Sending peace to the back of the head, to your forehead, your third eye chakra, all the way to the top of your head, your crown chakra. Staying here for a few breaths. Just relaxing in that peace, in that stillness. Staying here as long as you need to. You'd like to begin to awaken the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, bringing movement to the wrists and to the ankles. Eventually bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet onto the mat. As you extend the arms out long behind you for a stretch. You falling heavy to your right side, finding one more moment here for yourself. And whenever you're ready, not a moment before, with eyes closed, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Drawing your hands together at heart center in prayer, bowing your head in dedication to your practice. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide tonight. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Be gentle with yourselves tonight. I hope you're all doing well. You know, everybody here at Mission misses you all very, very much. Know that you are loved, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Sending you peace and love and light. Have a great night, guys.